What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. I want to address the rumours going round today about Ferran Torres wanting to leave Manchester City. But before I crack on with that and discuss the other transfers that's been going round over the last day or two, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. I will be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates for you guys to enjoy throughout the January transfer window. So if you want to stay in the loop with all the latest Manchester City transfer news first and fast in the winter, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also aiming for 21k subscribers, less than 100 subs away. I want to hit that before the end of the year, so if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. I'm actively looking for a sponsor actually for my January transfer update, so if that's something that interests you, then do let me know through my emails. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Once more, aiming for 300 likes, and lastly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below what you made of these transfers. Without further ado, let's crack on with this transfer update. We're going to start off first with a bit of contract news, and I've got the latest on Raheem Sterling. Now, Mike McGrath at the Telegraph has said that Manchester City, they are drawing up fresh contracts for Raheem Sterling to try and get him to commit to a new contract. He's currently got 18 months left on his deal. Raheem Sterling is debating his future. He has started to get some more starts at City. He started to find his goal scoring ability once more, so there is a possibility that Raheem Sterling still could commit his long-term future to Manchester City and sign a new contract. When I do have the latest on that, of course, I will let you guys know ASAP. Now, moving on to the out, we've got the latest on Pedro Porro, following on from my last update with Sporting CP not being able to afford him. Now, Real Madrid, they would like Pedro Porro, but apparently they believe that Sporting CP, they have invoked their option to sign him for 8.5 million euros. That's according to record in Portugal. Sporting CP, they're worried about finances, and I'm presuming that they don't want this deal to happen anymore. They want to cancel this transfer, which is where the rumours have started to spark about Pedro Porro potentially joining someone else or possibly staying at Manchester City. But as it is right now, if there is a clause in his contract, and that's obviously been met by Sporting CP, then obviously they've met that clause in the contract, and that would need paying. Whether they can come out from it, whether there's something in the contract saying that they can withdraw by a certain date or something, I'm not too sure. It could be quite a messy transfer, this one. Again, like Raheem Sterling, I'll keep you up to date ASAP with the latest on Pedro Porro. Now, got the latest on Oleksandr Zinchenko, following on from Newcastle being linked. Got more on that. Now, he is wanted by Newcastle in January. They want to make a loan move for him. If it's me, I'm not selling Oleksandr Zinchenko unless a permanent offer does come in, and it's an offer that matches his value. I did ask in the comments last time for your value of Oleksandr Zinchenko, and I would say a lot of people were agreeing between 30 and 50 million pounds was our value, going down to his age, his experience that he's got with Manchester City, plus he's pretty versatile as well. To me, doesn't really sound like a move that City would authorise for him to leave on loan. I'm also wondering why Zinchenko would want to go and join Newcastle in January as well, when there's a possibility that they could well be relegated. I don't think he wants a relegation battle on his hands, and the potential of him joining Newcastle in the Championship following in the summer, if they put an option to buy or an obligation to buy, which could well happen. I don't see City really changing their squad in January, but something may happen. Something could spring out of nowhere and surprise us all. Maybe that might be Zinchenko leaving in City, maybe targeting a fullback. You'll have to wait and see. To me, Zinchenko maybe leaving Manchester City would be something that would probably happen in the summer rather than in the winter. This story, by the way, is brought to you by the Daily Mail. Now, let's speak about Ferran Torres. Now, he's wanted by Barcelona. Barcelona have had some of their chiefs in Manchester today and have spoken with Manchester City. They've spoken about Raheem Sterling and the possibility of making that transfer happen. It's a very difficult transfer to make happen, and I'm presuming Barcelona have inquired about other players, including Ferran Torres. And word is, the latest latest on that. Barcelona are struggling to afford Ferran Torres as well, and apparently that's an even trickier deal to get done than the Raheem Sterling one. I'm going to make a presumption here that that's based on his contract. Ferran Torres, of course, has got a lot longer to run on his contract than what Raheem Sterling does, and the ball is firmly in City's court when it comes to selling Ferran Torres. But what I find very interesting, according to Mundo Deportivo, that's been backed by Hagrid FCB, and other sources at Barcelona as well, they have suggested that Ferran Torres has told Manchester City, he's told Pep Guardiola, he wants to leave Manchester City. He wants to join Barcelona. And Manchester City have told Barcelona and their chiefs they are open to selling Ferran Torres, but only for the right price. Two things. Firstly, if that's true, that's a massive shame. I would love to keep Ferran Torres. He's a player that's a regular for Spain. He knows how to find the back of the net. He can play in a false nine. He can play as a front forward. He can play out wide as well. He's a young player that's adaptable as well. And he's done fairly well for Manchester City, certainly this season as well, and he was starting to come into his own before he got that unfortunate injury. But he's just a player that excites me, and I want to keep hold of him, and due to his age and his potential that he has, I wouldn't like to sell him. And so being able to put a value on top of his head is very difficult. I mean, if I was just to chuck a number out there, I'd probably chuck out £50 million, but to be honest, when I start speaking about Ferran Torres and all that he's achieved at Manchester City and what he's achieved for Spain and the direction that he's heading in, he does have the potential to be an incredible attacking player in the future. Give it 1 or 2 seasons, his value could be way surpassed that of £50 million. And so, why sell? We're not in a position where we need to sell players. Of course, if Ferran Torres, it's true, has said that he wants to join Barcelona, he wants to leave Manchester City, then fair enough, but it's just such a difficult transfer to get done. I'm just going off a presumption again here that I'm presuming this is Barcelona inquiring about other wide players at Manchester City because the Raheem Sterling deal is complicated, and so they're just exploring other avenues, and one of them avenues is Ferran Torres. Now, I'm not too concerned about these rumours right now. Pep Guardiola has spoken before about the pulling factor that Barcelona have. They are still a ginormous team despite their financial woes and the position that they find themselves in right now. They are still a very big team that has a very big pull, and certainly to a Spanish player I can see why it would appeal. Real Madrid still have that appeal to them as well, albeit you feel like the direction that La Liga is heading in and the direction that Barcelona and Real Madrid are heading in, it's not that of that is as exciting as some of the other leagues and some of the other clubs from around Europe, but they do still have that prestigious pull where some players, if given the opportunity, would still jump at that opportunity, including players at Manchester City. Just like the other transfers, I'll keep my eyes and ears open with the latest on Ferran Torres. Would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. What I want to know is if City are to sell Ferran Torres, more than likely won't happen this winter, by the way. That again, just like the Zinchenko one I'm sensing, that'd be a summer thing rather than a winter thing. If we was to sell Ferran Torres, what would your value be for him? Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, moving on to the ins very quickly, we've got the latest on Darwin Nunez. Now, Record in Portugal are saying that an English team, they are set to speak with Benfica about Darwin Nunez, their striker. Manchester City are believed to have scouted Darwin Nunez very recently. City have a really good working transfer relation with Benfica and signing some of their players. So if that is City that are sniffing around for Darwin Nunez, that would not surprise me. Just one of them players that you need to keep an eye on. Yes, lots of people are going to be saying they want Erling Haaland. There has to be contingencies. I firmly do believe that Darwin Nunez is definitely a player that City will consider when it comes to signing a striker. So that's the latest. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your value of Ferran Torres in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Daily Manchester City transfer updates coming throughout the January transfer window in just over a month's time, so do subscribe if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news this winter. Aim with 21k subscribers, less than 100 subs away, so any help to us, that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget, social media links, they're in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below, too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, and I'll see you all again very soon for the next Manchester City video. It will be the preview for the upcoming Premier League game against West Ham this weekend, so I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching, I hope everyone is safe and well, peace, ciao for now.